Hi, and if you're returning, hi anyway, welcome. Today's reading is going to be on a social media influencer by the name of Mintcoatea, also known as Alan, which is a transgender content creator that I follow on Instagram. Okay, and I just want to apologize in advance if I say he instead of she, because they do identify as a female. I promise you, I'm not trying to be offensive to anyone. That's not, I'm trying, right. Came across Alan, I don't remember when, but I think it was sometime around like towards the end of last year. And I saw this video, and Alan was pretty weird, was pretty odd, but to me it was magnetic.
You came in like a wrecking ball. I never touched the love before. You came in and nothing stuff. You would protect me. Yeah, you would protect me.
I don't know how to describe it. If you go on their social media, then you will like see that, they're a little odd. You'll be like, what the hell is going on here? But I don't know. I guess to me it was magnetic. I don't remember what video I saw, but it ultimately led me to follow them. Very weird, very unapologetic. And I think for me, I gravitate more towards those people anyway, because that's something that I kind of aspire to be like. Lately, Alan's social media has gotten a little dark, okay? Because they were transparent about their family's financial struggles, and not being able to find a job in Orlando, Florida. And at this point, at this rate where we're going, I'm not even sure if Alan even lives in Orlando at this point. I don't even know. I don't know anymore. I don't even think Alan knows. I remember one specific video when Alan was being transparent about their struggles, and I had actually took it upon myself to comment under their video and try to get some clarity and understanding about what's going on, because Alan sometimes would teeter-totter into panhandling at one point, asking people for money on social media. And I can imagine that if you're asking for money on social media, then it's pretty bad. The situation is pretty bad. Also, I'm sorry for the glare right here. That's why you're positioned in a weird way so that y'all wouldn't see my unmade bed. This is what I said.
So I basically told him, I posed that you had said that you mentioned using surveys to pay for your surgery. And then he replied and basically said that, yeah, he got help from family. And then someone also told him that he also mentioned that he got paid, that he funded his surgery using free healthcare. And that's when I replied to the person and said that you can't get free healthcare, does not cover cosmetic procedures. You'd have to need the procedure in order for them to cover a sex change procedure, because that's what they got. He got a sex change, and insurance, free insurance, Medicaid definitely does not cover that, especially in Florida. I looked it up, and so I'm confused, right?
In the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath. Sorry, I'm doing this video not just for me, but for anybody else that's confused with what's going on with Alan's situation. And also, I want to, get clarity, because I care. I don't ever want to see no one struggling. It hurts my heart. So I just want to put out a quick disclaimer. Even though we're going to turn cards on this Alan character, on this Mintcoatea character, I just want to put out a disclaimer that professional readers do not, and I mean do not, put out readings on people who never asked for them. This is Tarot 101, people. Yes, if someone is pulling cards on a person for content, it's not divination. It's just simply entertainment. Okay. So I want to know. Oh shit. I want to know. God, you already know what I want to know when I want to know it. When I wake up in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath. Okay, so this Alan character, this Alan character that I follow on social media, that goes by the name Mintcoatea, are they financially struggling? Are they financially struggling? Are they really financially struggling as they appear on Instagram, social media? We have the Nine of Swords, and we have the Eight of Wands in the reverse. Give me a second. What else? We have the Six of Pentacles, and we have the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. Let me tell you something. Is Alan by themselves financially struggling? Yes. Is his family financially struggling? No. Not as much as they appear. Let me show you something. The Nine of Swords, the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, the Ten of Pentacles upright, and then we have the Temperance. We have the Queen of Cups, and we have the Nine of Pentacles. Alan has this thing where they could be a little hyper independent, and I don't know, there's just this thing that they have where they want to have their own income. They want to be able to sustain themselves. They don't like asking for help. And that explains why, we were going back and forth about the whole government assistance thing. And they're warping the reality, given this hyper independence that they have. I think their family is willing to help them, but they don't want it, or they feel insecure about it, or it's weird. I think that Alan is lying, not telling the truth 100% about their financial situation when it comes to their family. And when it comes to them alone, yes. Do I think that they are, and that explains why they're so relentless about finding a job, because they're running this race of trying to sustain themselves. And again, like I said, it's not adding up, because it's like, okay, you claim you live in Orlando, Florida. And I'm not gonna lie, I turned cards on this earlier before I turned on this camera, and I saw that they were living in a house. They were living in a house, not an apartment. And isn't that expensive in Orlando, Florida? If y'all are as, struggling as much as you claim to be struggling, why aren't you guys downsizing? Why aren't you guys moving into an apartment instead of a house? It's like, it's not adding up. And if you look on Alan's page, yes, you can kind of, I guess, say that, kind of conclude or infer that they might be struggling with some sort of, on the spectrum issues or something. They are a little different. And that doesn't mean I'm going to go easy on you, because you know very much so well what you're doing when it comes to lying to people about your financial situation. I'm not going to go easy on you. I'm not. Because that's ridiculous. And like I said before, there's people out there. It's so sad. It sucks, because there's people out there who are genuinely struggling. And when it comes to people like you, people give them the side eye, or people don't want to help because of people like you. Do better. Do better. Do better. My God. And it's weird. It's like they're confused. Alan is confused. And I'm not talking about their sexuality. I'm talking about, there's this weird, you're hyper independent. That's not everybody else's problem. You're hyper independent, you're young, you're hyper independent, and you just so happen to be so hyper independent, so eager in this motherfucking economy. And at this time, out of all times, I'm so sorry. But out of all times, out of all these motherfucking years, you are just running this rat race, and you just so happen to have landed in the economy that is shit, that is down in the depths of hell. And now you're trying to get money from everybody else. No, that's not fair for us to pay for your hyper independence and for the sake that you're so young and that you're so eager. That's not fair. Alan, do better. Please. I have a question. Would Alan do better? I'm gonna use the Wednesday Oracle. I think Alan would appreciate that. I'm gonna use the Wednesday Oracle. I want to do a deck review for this because it's not perfect, but I do like it because it does handle, certain deeper issues. But I'm not going to do it on my channel. I'm not going to do it on this channel. I'm going to do it on my other channel. Is Alan going to do better when it comes to panhandling? Is that or soliciting? Ooh. Relentless. No. Not anytime soon, anyway. I think Alan is going to change. but along with the economy. Bitch, don't hold your breath. Don't hold your breath. Alan is still going to be in the pockets. Alan is still going to be like, bitch, you got $1? Let me see. Is it in your purse? Let me see. Bitch, Alan is still finna want your wallet, bitch. Alan is still... It's finna get to a point where Alan is finna be your sleep paralysis demon, bitch. The second you even think about splurging on yourself, bitch, here come Alan on your timeline talking about something. Oh my god. Oh my god. My family and I were gonna get kicked out. Oh my god. Bitch, don't even think about that fucking cruise, bitch. I know it's the summertime coming up, but Alan wants your deposit. Alan wants your direct deposit. Don't even think about, bitch. He takes Cash App, Venmo. Don't even think about it. I am done. I'm done. I am over it at this point. No. We have self-reflection in the reverse. No. Alan's gonna stop panhandling or soliciting, whatever the fuck. But once his situation improves, once he's satisfied with where he's at in life. And I think it's unfortunate because I think some people are actually donating to him. Actually. It might be his new followers or subscribers or whatever the fuck. It's not my place to tell you not to what to do with your money, but you take this what you will, okay? You make of it what you will. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed, okay? And I'll see you guys next time. I'm still trying to do the Grizz Lane and Epstein video. I think y'all are gonna probably get it early April. Early April-ish, yeah. Cause I still gotta do this fucking Dochi reading, and which is gonna be quick, honestly. Which is gonna be quick. It's not a big deal. Yeah. So I'll see you guys next time, okay? Bye.